Tracy's Basement Geeky Collector Hunts brings you Flea Market Finds Fridays, where we hunt local flea markets for new finds for our collection.
Toys, comics, collectibles, maybe even a bit of nostalgia.
So stick around and see what we found in this week's haul, because you never know what you're going to find at the flea market.
It's a toy of steel for only $10. What a steal! I'd buy this for $1 million.
Oh, hell yeah, guys. Look at this. It's freaking awesome. You guys know how much we love our skeletons.
I don't feel so good. Oh, seriously, that is one sick-looking Scooby.
God, nobody tell Jason about these Batman and Robin toys.
Tracy, look, it's Batman and Robin toys.
Whoops.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
That almost hit me in the face.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Flea Market Finds Friday! We've got a cool haul for you guys today, a little bit eclectic,
Woo!
all over the place as far as fandoms and stuff go.
Yeah, it's a very interesting haul. Especially our Bargain Comics one is going to have a lot of nostalgia shoutbacks in it. It's got quite a bit of, if you grew up with cartoons and stuff or video games in, my generation of childhood, you're going to recognize a lot of these franchises.
Excellent.
Yeah. But first, let's do what you found over there.
So, first of all, something a little different from what we usually get. I got some artwork this time.
She got a drawing. Just drawing.
There was a guy at one of our local flea markets who just basically has a whole bunch of different drawings that he does all set up, and I thought that this one was pretty cool because, me and Sailor Moon.
It's just his, he does some nice pencil art, little pencil art. And,
some of it's just like plain sketch work, and some of it he does in color.
Yeah. He had a lot of horror sketch work there,
Yes.
actually black and white horror sketch work, pencil sketches that were really cool. But we got a nice little color one of Sailor Jupiter, and we thought, we'd add it to Tracy's Sailor Moon collection. It's not something we normally buy.
No,
so,
it's a different kind of a thing.
So we thought, you know what? It's something a little different. Something a little different than what we normally get.
Something to add to the wall. And the other thing I found is a couple more Gundams.
Cool.
So I've showed off some Gundams before, and I just can't get enough of them, to be honest with you.
Gundams are cool.
Gundams are cool. Big mech robots. I just love them. So I saw these two little guys in a bag together for a couple of bucks, and I thought, yeah, why not? This guy dropped part of his wing, but
oh well.
there we go.
It can be fixed. It can be reattached. They're Gundams.
We have the technology.
We have the technology. We don't have that kind of technology. I would love it if we had Gundam technology these days. That would be incredible.
Badass.
I want to be flying. If it wasn't for the Middle Ages, we'd be in Gundams right now. I blame you, the Middle Ages, for slowing us down.
But these guys are pretty awesome, and they have a few little moving parts for their wings and whatnot. I just love them. I just love Gundams. I think they're really super cool.
Now, are these Gundam Wing? I don't think.
I don't believe so.
I think these are just, there's so many iterations of Gundam. It's
lots of Gundams.
It's been around since what, the 70s or something like that?
Google Gundam and you'll, the list just goes on and on.
I'm not exactly sure when Gundam started, but there's been so many versions of Gundam. Gundam Wing is the one that made it popular in the 90s over here, because it came over when all the Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball was around. But Gundam's been popular worldwide for much longer than that.
Oh
too,
yes, much longer than that. This guy does look like he might be the main character from Gundam Wing, but
I don't know.
I'm not 100% positive. I think there's some colors that are different.
I think he's more like an RX blah blah blah, whatever they call them, RX-78 or whatever it is. But
this one, I have no idea, but he's really cool.
He's cool. He's a Gundam.
I just love Gundams. I think they're awesome.
It's like Transformers. You don't really have to know the name of every Transformer to know that it's a damn cool transforming robot.
Exactly.
That's what you gotta know.
That's all that matters.
Okay, I found this. This is by far the super find of the day. I got this for your Harley Quinn collection that you got. Originally it had a price tag of $70 on it, and the guy at the flea market wanted $50 for it. This is a Kotobukiya Harley Quinn ArtFX Plus statue. Very, very cool. He had a $50 price tag on it, but it had a big dent in the box at the top, so he gave it to me for $30. $30 for
ArtFX.
ArtFX Plus
Yeah.
statue. That's all shiny and stuff.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I said, I'm getting that for Tracy. I'm giving it to her for a gift. So let's take a look what she looks like. And there you go, Trace. What do you think?
She's so shiny.
Holy, is she ever shiny? She's gorgeous.
Her paint job is amazingly shiny and beautiful, and just wow. This is really nice. I really like the pose with she's basically kind of sitting on the handle of her hammer.
Say what you think, Trace. It's sexy.
It is super
It's sexy. It's got the cheeks sitting on the mallet. She's definitely being very playful and sexy, and it's the classic Harley Jester look.
She's
too.
got the curves.
Oh man, this is immaculate. Actually,
it looks way better actually now that it's out of the plastic, because you can really see how awesome the paint job is.
I don't think I've ever found something like this nice collectible wise at a flea market too. I mean, mostly I'm looking for old vintage and sometimes junky stuff anyway, right? Because the junk is part of the fun, but that junk in the trunk is part of the fun too, right there. See? Yeah, I made another butt joke.
That was good.
I'm gonna get letters. Comments. There's no letters anymore. Who sends letters? It's comments. These nasty comments. It's easy now.
Say whatever you want. That's a gorgeous statue.
That is phenomenal. Look, that is a beauty. That is
absolutely amazing.
That is definitely the all-time best ever greatest find of the day. That's their new thing now when we do flea market hauls. It is all-time best ever greatest find of the day ever. That's the cat from Red Dwarf. If you've never seen Red Dwarf, watch Red Dwarf. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Red Dwarf is amazing.
But that amazing statue is our last collectible of the haul.
Because that was basically the trip. I mean, when you think of it, that's
right there.
That's beauty. That's beauty right there. It's gorgeous. So happy to have that for you.
But now that we've shown that off, it's time for
Bargain Bin Comics! Bargain Bin Comics!
Jason's got a big old pile of them there.
I got a big old pile of them to share with you guys here today for us to show you guys. But the first one was an awesome pickup for me. It is issue 1 of Toxic Crusaders.
That is pretty wicked.
And we've mentioned this before, how it's ridiculous how such R-rated, very, very hard R-rated series like the Toxic Avenger got adapted into a children's program by Troma in the 90s. But that was awesome. I loved Toxic Avengers. Guys that throw boogers and slime and mops and everything.
Well, we were from the gross out age.
So. It was the gross out era of kids' cartoons and stuff. Fantastic to have issue 1 of that. But issue 3 of Visionaries. They were the people with holographic powers that we've mentioned before. And issues 1, 2, and 4 of Robocop. Now that's just really cool there. I really want to get into collecting the Robocop line.
That's pretty awesome.
Very cool. I have a couple Robocop comics besides these, but I really want to get some more of them and get a full straight section, like a run from 1 to any number, so that I can start
reading them. Nice readable chunk.
Yes, for sure. I also picked these up.
Double Dragon!
Double Dragon!
That's just amazing.
It can't be worse than the 94 movie.
Oh, nothing could possibly be.
No, come on. I love Double Dragon, again, for all the wrong reasons. So it's a bad movie,
But come on, Double Dragon comics, man. It's too bad it's 1 and 3. We gotta find the 2, but that's awesome.
I bought it just because it's Double Dragon. I
loved Double Dragon so
I don't
much.
even care about the numbers. Double Dragon was hard. Dude.
It was.
I beat Double Dragon 2. I beat the second one. A master of the 2s. Double Dragon 3 is impossible. It's flat out impossible. If you can beat it, you're a god to me, because it's impossible. This one's hilarious. Madballs! A comic of Madballs with an ad for Popples on the back. It's all about, I loved the Popples.
Oh man.
Madballs, super, I don't know how that's a comic, but I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, found that and had to have it.
Speaking of crazy toys that are comics, Monster in My Pocket! It's cool!
This was the week for just the funniest, awesome...
It's the best.
cartoony.
I
comics,
found
like-
so many 90s cartoons and 80s cartoons and 80s and 90s toy-based comics this week. It was a flat-out awesome week.
So great.
It even has an ad for the Monster in My Pocket toys on the back to really nail it home, eh? Another one that is super part of anthropomorphic animal action animation. It is...
Biker Mice from Mars!
Oh! I don't know if they fight Limburger in this one, but I hope they do. I loved Biker Mice from Mars, so...
That was a great show.
Very cool one. Very cool cover. So, one of the... I don't know if I want to say best, but definitely one of the more remembered Ninja Turtles knockoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When that whole era of animal shows came out because Turtles was so successful, that was one of the more memorable Turtles knockoffs, I think. I would watch it again. I would love a movie reboot of Biker Mice from Mars. I want a Biker Mice from Mars movie.
God, that would be amazing.
Now here is a fantastic set of comics here.
Thundercats, you guys. How can you not love Thundercats? We got a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 10.
Yeah.
Some awesome artwork on
Very
them.
scattered, but number 3, I believe, is a Panthro-related issue, so that is very cool.
He looks like he's on every one of these covers.
So 4 Thundercats comics, that's really cool. This is one you picked up. I have no idea what it is. I don't think you know what it is.
I have no idea what it is either. I just thought it was cool. It's Mort the Dead Teenager.
Yeah. If you guys know what that is,
Yeah.
let us know.
I assume he's some kind of zombie, but that's all I know about it. It looked interesting to me.
It's issue 1. We don't know what it is. If you guys know what it is, tell us. Tell us if it's any good. Well, we're going to find out when we read it anyway. But, yeah, no idea what Mort the Dead Teenager is. Marvel Comics, we'll give it a try.
Sounded like an awesome idea for a comic.
Alright. And this is the Arnold Schwarzenegger section of the Bargain Bin Comics. I found the entire 3-part run of Terminator 2. Terminator 2 comics. 3-part run. How cheesy goofy is that?
It's wicked. I love that cover with the half of the endoskeleton. Endoskeleton.
Exo is over.
Yes.
Endo is under. Very, we learned something today. But yeah, that's the classic Arnie Terminator look. That's why. That's what you picture whenever you think of Terminator. That was on every bit of merchandise that you could find was the Arnie half face. But yeah, the entire 3-part run of Terminator 2. But that's not the only Schwarzenegger comic I found. I also found the first issue movie special of Total Recall. And it's like, this is actually the poster for Total Recall on this one too. I love Total Recall.
That's an awesome movie.
You know what? I just love all of Arnie's old movies, man.
Pretty much.
They're great. I can watch Arnold Schwarzenegger action movies and sci-fi movies and stuff like that. I can watch them all day. Like, every day. Endless. I mean, my favorite movie is Predator.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I saw Total Recall. I was like, oh, I gotta have that. So, I wonder if the girl with the 3 boobs is in this one.
Well, you know you're gonna find out.
Oh, I'm gonna look. That's probably the first thing I'm gonna look for, honestly.
I'm not even gonna try to lie about that, are you? But there you go, that is our haul for this week. Some awesome stuff, some awesome comics. Let us know in the comment section below, what is your favorite thing out of everything we found this week?
It's gotta be this statue. I mean, that's just gorgeous.
Yeah, she's got a pretty good lead.
$30 was a good price for it too. It's $30 Canadian. It's not your usual flea market price for paying for things, but this also isn't your usual flea market find unless it's one of those guys who's running a business from the flea market. So that's a pretty awesome find for $30 right there.
Find.
I think it's awesome.
Love that to death.
And what was your favorite comic we showed off? Because we showed off a lot of nostalgic franchises today. Usually like the knockoff type ones too. So I want to know what was the best comic we showed off. Biker Mice from Mars, Terminator 2, Toxic Avengers.
Let us know in the comments.
Toxic Crusaders. Why did
Crusaders.
Toxic Avengers, the movie Toxic Crusaders. Yeah, we got Avengers on the brain. See, Avengers. The Avengers have infected everybody. That's all we can think of anymore is about the Avengers. The Avengers this, the Avengers that. Everything's the Avengers.
Of course, if you're enjoying what we do with these videos, let us know. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat at Tracey's Basement. Jason from TB on Twitter,
Why do I get a quiet one?
because you're cute.
Oh.
And of course, as always, guys, keep coming back for more Tracy's Basement.